I'm gonna light my Palo Santo. Right back. Okay, now I'm just burnt my finger. Rich Rising Collective. Clears this space. Rich Rising, welcome in. Divine Collective. Sending you peace, love, and healing. This rising. Do my deck. Hey, Chrissy. I want to pull this out. Let me see. I see you on the chat. I woke up feeling really exhausted today. I'm trying to figure out I'll just do it like that. Okay. All right. So the first card that I pulled, I just wanted to pull one card for the overall energy of the collective, and the card that came out was mind architecture. Okay. So and that card reads inner structure, design, and organization of one consciousness shapes how a person perceives reality, processes information, and stores memories, and constructs identity. Okay, so, and then behind that, I have the heart chakra. So I'm really feeling like as a collective, let me get my other deck. We are having to, reconstruct our mind and our thinking at this time. Welcome in. I see you on TikTok. Okay. And it could have just been due to a lot of intentional, unconscious or conscious intentions from others to reconstruct the way you perceive yourself, your reality, the way you process information, the way you store information, memories, and ultimately your identity here. Okay, I see that. Why my camera steady doing that over there? Hold on. Get it together. Okay, spirit ancestors and spirit guides, the ones that are here to assist us along this journey, the divine gatekeepers of divine law and order is what I'm hearing. What spiritual investigations do we need to dive into today? What is the overall collective energy this rising? And yeah, give us some clear, concise messages here. We got chosen one at the top of this deck. Chosen one. Hold on. Because I'm on YouTube too, y'all. So I like to show my card. Chosen one. Let your light shine. Okay. So maybe somebody here is feeling very uneasy about being seen, or worrying too much about how people are going to perceive you. And this could have something to do with the way that your mind and psyche was constructed as a child here. Okay, the way that you perceive yourself and how you feel others will perceive you as well. Grand Rising Dimples, I see you in the chat on TikTok. Yeah, there was some type of narcissistic power here. Hey, Jonathan. That was trying to control and manipulate you. Okay, so Spirit is calling for the collective to focus on the architecture of your mind. Okay, focus on questioning things, certain behaviors, right? Certain thoughts that come to your mind. Just really investigate these perceptions that you have and the origins of why you have them. Because a lot of times we believe things that we were programmed to believe in childhood by way of our environment, you know, by way of other people influences and thoughts and beliefs. So Spirit is calling for the collective to question things and to really do a deep dive within your mind here. Yeah, you're a star seed. And something significant about your dreams, your visions. Okay, you're an empath and a healer. Okay. Yeah, this narcissistic energy wanted you to question your reality, which is confirmation to this first card that we have out here, the mind architecture. Okay, so it's like they wanted to make you become who they are, right? But you're an empath, you're a healer. Your energetic blueprint was never going to resonate with this type of narcissistic energy here. You were never going to be able to be have your blueprint overrode, if that makes sense. Like they couldn't override this energetic blueprint that you have here because you're a star seed and you came protected and coded is what I'm hearing. So what else is here, Spirit? Let's see. Earth sign, you could be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Earth sign. Thank you for the gifts. I see you, Dimple. Spiritual court return to sender. And you could have dealt with a lot of jealousy, okay? It could be from, you know, anybody in your family, whoever raised you, you know, family members just jealous of you, or just because they didn't know really how to categorize you or put you in some type of box here is what I'm getting. Okay, you know, most people like to be able to label you or to be able to put you in a box that makes them feel comfortable. But I feel like the collective here, you never gave that. You know what I mean? People either, you know, were intimidated by you or they feared you in one way or the other, or they wanted to attack you. You know, they couldn't just accept you for who you were. Okay. And that's because of your light. That's because you are a chosen one and a star seed. And you have the ability to see beyond the physical, right? I'm really picking up on like multidimensional. You are very aware that you are multidimensional at an early age. Okay. Your ability to see patterns and read and decode patterns in real time. Okay. Yeah. So you dealt with a lot of gang stalking energy. Okay. And with gang stalking, that could be psychological as well. So harassing you psychologically or wanting to make you feel intimidated psychologically to pretty much keep you in fight or flight, right? To keep you energetically or your nervous system unbalanced and unstable. So if a narcissist can keep you out of your power by keeping your nervous system unbalanced and unstable, then ultimately they can do what? They can control and manipulate you and, you know, plant seeds of doubt, plant seeds of, you know, just questioning yourself, you know, questioning your self-worth, not trusting your intuition. So that's what I'm getting here. Okay, somebody could definitely be an air sign as well. We got Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra here. So you're an earth sign. And we got water signs. It's like, okay, Water signs too, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. What I'm getting is, though, a lot of integration here, right? A lot of going within yourself, a lot of questioning things. You dealt with a lot of spiritual attacks, a lot of like copycat energy, and watching your moves, want to keep tabs on you, want to control what you do, questioning you all the time. That's what it's giving. So someone is attacking your character. If you dealt with people that want to attack your character, dealt with people that want to change how others see you, how others perceive you, how you show up in the world, you being comfortable showing up, being exactly who you are here. Let me set the bar or standard really low to block your success. That's what I'm getting here as well. Okay, so this could have been like a family dynamic where, or even in a relationship, I'm getting relationship and family dynamic where your family were not very supportive of you, or the standard within this family dynamic was very low to where you attracted or didn't set a high standard for yourself. Okay, so maybe you're learning that what you're worth, right? What you don't want to deal with, what your standards are. Okay, a lot of times, especially as a people pleaser, the bar be set really low because you've been dealt with so much abuse, being attacked, spiritually attacked so much to the point where it breaks you down mentally. And you find yourself dealing with people or attracting people who want to abuse you and psychologically attack you. So you're discovering that, the bar that your family may have set for you was definitely very low. Okay, if that makes sense to somebody. So they wanted to block your success. So if they can set your bar low for how you feel about yourself and what you receive from others, then ultimately it can block your success because you're not believing in yourself. You're not going after your goals. You're pretty much accepting a bare minimum from others, or thinking that, in a relationship, things are going to get better, or no. Okay. So maybe you're learning to accept things for exactly what they are without trying to change a person, just going within. Okay. We got throat chakra popping out here in the deck. Okay. So throat chakra attacks as well. So somebody may be spiritually attacking your throat chakra to keep you from speaking your truth, or just being in that flow state. Okay, being connected to the universe, trusting the universe, really resting in your authenticity and being honest and speaking your truth. Okay, Spirit is also calling for you to drink tea right now. Okay, tea could be significant. Yeah, somebody wanted you to be double-minded. I just seen double-minded. Four, 4, divinely guided and protected. Okay. It's for YouTube. And we got yoked. Yeah, you were unequally yoked with this person or these people, these group of people. I'm really getting a group of people here. Okay. But you were unequally yoked mentally. Okay. Your core values, your morals were just not aligned with this group of people. Okay. Something that they did is backfiring, or somebody paid a practitioner here. Yeah, deal going wrong. So there was something that went wrong here. Okay, these attempts to block your success, these attempts to make you a people pleaser. So this is why they're attacking your throat chakra, to keep you in fear. Okay, and to keep you not feeling safe or comfortable to speak your truth. Okay. Drinking tea, backfiring. Yeah, you're connected to source. So this is why this is backfiring onto these group of people here, because of their intentions to stop an earth angel. Okay, so this is a bad deal here, and it's backfiring on to them. Okay, no weapon formed against you shall prosper, and this is why Spirit wants you to know that you are divinely guided and protected here. Okay, so you may even be feeling like somebody's psychically or spiritually attacking you, or you may be hearing things that people are saying about you, your character assassination is what I'm getting here. Okay, attempts to undermine your power, your gifts. Okay, to make you feel like nobody wants to hear anything that you have to say. You could be 34. Okay, or you can even be a life path number 7. Okay, don't have to be. That's just what's coming out here. You can also be seeing the numbers 1144 and 1444. Divine Collective. 444 could be significant as well. If you've been seeing that, this message is definitely for you. What else is popping out here? I'm the reason everybody turned against you. Exactly. Okay. So this group of people who are gossiping about you, who secretly went to pay a practitioner to keep you stuck, okay, and to block your success, they're in a regretful like energy because it's backfiring. Okay, so I'm the reason everybody turned against you. So this feeling that you've been feeling like maybe people harassing you, turning against you, not trusting you, right? Just change their perception of you, or even trying to demonize your spirituality or your gifts, right? This person, these group of people are in deep regret for what they've done, okay? Or this could just be a dark witch or warlock who is moving against you. That, yeah, you're a unique soul blueprint. So you have a unique soul blueprint. They know who you are. They always knew who you were. Okay? They always knew who you were, Divine Collective. Let me see. Show you here. I know it's backwards on TikTok, but I'm on YouTube too, y'all. You say this cycle is closed. What are you talking about? Card reading is what? God had enough. I send you healing, okay, over on YouTube. You got to be a mentally challenged individual to want to be on somebody's page or channel and tell them what they need to do when you have the free will that God gave you to exit off. Nobody's forcing you to be here. I don't care if you here. If you feel connected here, great, awesome. If you don't have to be here. Okay. This is for the people who wants to know. Okay, who wants to be here, who feel connected and resonate with the message. It's not going to resonate with everybody. Okay. But anyway, Spirit is saying somebody is watching you, Divine Collective. You got to be dealing with some type of fear. If somebody reading cards, okay, most of the cards that I wrote myself, okay, to bring clarity to the collective, you got to be living in some type of misery and fear to think that a person writing on cards, reading cards is wicked. That just don't even make sense. That don't even make sense. To bring clarity, crazy. You say, yes, I definitely have the devil, evil spirit trying to attack me. And yes, that's what I'm getting. NYB says, always feel like you're talking to me. And that's why I do it. Thank you for that confirmation, NYB. That's exactly why I do what I do. I promise you, because I know that there are people like me who need clarity and need to feel like they're seen, they're heard, and that what you're going through is real, right? Because we live in a world where people like to gaslight you and make you feel like what you're going through is something unheard of, and those be the main ones who are inflicting this very thing that I'm describing here in the reading, right? That gang stalking energy. See, that gang stalking energy got layers to it. right? It's multidimensional. It don't have to just be a group of people following you around. No, that shit happens psychologically. And that's what I'm getting here. Okay. Where they harass you, they try to demonize you, they try to put you down, make you feel like what you're doing is evil or you're of the devil. No, you're probably closer to God than would there ever be, because they living and walking in fear. They're afraid to be their authentic self. Okay, they're worried about what other people are going to think about them. So I'm here to encourage you, Divine Collective, to keep doing what you're doing. Okay, keep growing, keep doing the research. Okay, keep trusting the universe. You are divinely guided and protected. You have a unique soul blueprint, and they know exactly who you are. So they want to gaslight you and make you feel like you're doing something out of the ordinary, right? Because you doing things that they will never have the courage to do. Okay, you're doing something that they will never have the courage to do. Keep that in mind. And so they watch you from afar. Okay, they talk about you and all of the things, right? Something significant about the winter solstice. Okay, December 21st and December 22nd. Okay, could be significant. Maybe your birthday is in December or around that time, or something significant is coming in for you, Divine Collective, during this winter solstice. Okay, not surrender. Cinderella is significant. That came out yesterday too. Okay, you are just the one they counted out. Hey, Miss Sexy Ray, I see you in the chat. The one they counted out. Okay, and this can go both ways, male or female. Okay, this Cinderella energy that I'm picking up in this reading, right? The ones that counted you out, throwing all these sticks and stones and bricks and stuff. Make sure y'all double tapping the screen if you're here. Okay, let's pour into one another as I give a read. Definitely tap the screen. All right, Cinderella, energy vampires. Was that not like a gang stalking energy that Cinderella was dealing with in the movie? Think about it. She was being harassed. She was being attacked. They was letting her down, making her feel like when she was the one the whole time. Ain't that something? She was the one the whole time that was going to, that was going to get the exact everything that they were trying to stop her from getting. She still wound up getting it. Okay, so these energy vampires are looking to stop you and looking to siphon from you. So if they can keep you out of your power and out of your knowing and out of your authentic self, then they can siphon from you, right? Then they can steal your light. Yeah, it's not happening to you. It's happening for you. Yep, I got gossip here. I'm telling you, somebody running their mouth. Okay, but they're going to have to eat them words. I promise you. They're going to have to eat them words. Because they're going to have to watch you succeed. The same ones that sit back and try to watch you fail, talk about you, put you down, blah, blah, blah. Okay, you have a unique soul blueprint. It's already written in the stars. It's already happening. They just, even if they don't see it now, they will. Okay, they for sure will. And it's gonna put out here. I'm hearing something significant happening next year. I just saying next year, but they're gonna have to, that same mouth that they used to talk on you. You're gonna find that some of them probably gonna be apologizing next year. Could be significant. Okay, they gonna have to, yeah, because you're no longer people pleasing and you standing on business. That's exactly what I'm saying. You're trusting source. You're trusting the universe to guide you. Look, sending you evil eye. Nobody cares, right? Nobody cares about evil eye. You can, because they watching you, right? And this could even be for me too, because I'm part of the collective, okay? But somebody's watching you, sending you evil eye, because they mad that their practitioner whatever the hell they paid to have done to you is going wrong. Okay, they could even be planning to do something this winter solstice, plan exposed. Okay, so they sending you evil eye. They're mad. They're mad that they can no longer take advantage and manipulate you. That's what's really going on. When you really think about it, and you think about, and we condense all of the spiritual attacks. It's really about the fact that they can't manipulate you no more. That's what it really be about. They can't energetically siphon from you, right? They can't get you off your square. You're ignoring them. You realizing that silence is your power. You're just not giving a fuck the way that you used to give a fuck, and you're no longer a people pleaser. And that's what be pissing people off. Because if they wasn't trying to manipulate you, then they wouldn't be mad at you loving yourself. Now, would they? They would be proud. That would be something to talk about. Like, I can't believe the Divine Collective is loving themselves and putting themselves first. That's what a person would say that has your best interest at heart. That's how a person will treat you that has your best interest at heart. Not get mad because they can't suppress you and oppress you and enslave you energetically to their control. No, that's what it really be about. And you finna get a bunch of money behind all of this pain and suffering. Is what I'm hearing. You dealt with a lot of pain and suffering to the hands of these people who intentionally caused you harm. Okay? Yeah. Controlling the narrative. They wanted to control the narrative of your life. These narcissistic archon individuals wanted to control the narrative of your life, create illusions for you, to entrap you and enslave you, make you a slave to their control and manipulations. Casting spells. The cards is here. Okay, and we trust that this is the truth. Okay? Trying to poison your dog. Somebody could have a dog here. Okay? Somebody could be trying to do something to your dog. So just, be mindful of where your dog is going and who's around your dog. Because people can be wicked and evil like that. Or there even could be a situation where they may be calling the dog police on your dog, you, or something like that. Hold on, y'all. Trying to falsely accuse you of maybe malnourishment, something like that. Okay, because that's what I'm getting in my mind's eye view. Somebody trying to weaponize law enforcement, okay, as well. So making up lies to cause you distress and some type of delay here. Okay, that's also another form of gang stalking. Okay, that's also, let me look up something, because gang stalking is really like a group that could be unconsciously with the same motive towards you, right? So they might not necessarily know each other, but the energy is the same. You get what I'm saying? So you may be dealing with a narcissistic, demonic neighbor that has the same energy of your family. Okay, and that might be happening at work, or you might feel that same energy at the stores, or when you out in public or traveling, right? It's an unconscious, like they have the same frequency. Okay, so that means that is a form of gang stalking, because there is more than one individual with the same intent. So then you ask yourself, well, they don't know each other, so why are they attacking me? I don't even know these people like that. Okay, but your energy, your energetic blueprint is recognizable spiritually. Okay, Hope that makes sense to somebody. Yeah, next year is out here again. So maybe next year is just really going to be that year that you go up from here, Divine Collective. Okay. I'm even hearing this is it. This year is it. Okay. What else is here, Spirit? Yeah, you are wealthy. You are wealthy. Divinely protected is here again as well. So it's time for you, Divine Collective, to start being that of which you know you are on the inside. So, you're wealthy. Start acting like you're wealthy. Start thinking like a wealthy person would. Start thinking like the wealthy version of yourself. If you were wealthy, Divine Collective, what would you do today? How would you act? Wouldn't you be excited? Wouldn't you be in an energy of gratitude? Wouldn't you, be encouraging to other people? Start embodying that wealthy energy, because Spirit is saying the money is coming. And within this next year, okay, so it's just right that you just embody that of what you are, which is that of wealth. Okay, because they knew it. Grand Rising, they knew it all along that you were always wealthy. They knew that your energetic blueprint was that of abundance and wealth. Okay, source can't be nothing but abundant. And you are source. Right. It's time to move. For somebody, you're going to be moving soon. Okay, so Spirit is saying it's time to move. Okay, only if you've been feeling or questioning that this is for you. But some of you may be moving, I'm hearing, unexpectedly to a bigger house, a bigger place, something like that. Okay, with this new money coming in and this new inheritance, I'm sensing. Yeah, chosen one. Yeah, these people thought that they was going I see a win is a win. A win is a win. They don't want to accept it, And I feel like this saying can really go both ways, because a win is a win could also be like they was willing to accept whatever type of win they could, like as long as you look like you stressing and down, and you ain't, as long as you look like what you going through, they feel like, well, the magic work is working. You get what I'm saying? Nah, it don't matter what you going through. Divine Collective, embody wealth and abundance no matter what. That's something, that's your power. They could never take away your perception of yourself unless you allow them to manipulate you up out of it. Okay, so Spirit is calling for you to step out of that people pleasing energy. Okay, step into your authenticity, embody that. Okay, don't be apologetic for being exactly who you are. Fuck them people. Okay, fuck. As I say that, I see fuck nigga. Like, yeah, these are a bunch of people that you just need to let go. Okay, these are a bunch of people you need to let go. Take that heart, and I just seen people. Stay grounded. Stay grounded in your truth. Okay, do what makes you happy. Do what makes your soul sing, is what I'm hearing. Okay, do what, yeah, and move on. Move on. Fuck Nigga Free by Glorilla may be significant here. Stay grounded. You just don't want to be dealing with people who can't be honest. I'm hearing somebody just tired of dealing with lying ass motherfuckers just lying. Somebody could be a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. Or you're just a very passionate, independent, artistic, and brave person. Okay? Something significant about the Ankh. What else is here, Spirit? Yeah, you refuse to look like what you're going through. Exactly. Sacred geometry is here. Okay. So maybe you've been looking at sacred geometry. Maybe your blueprint is that of sacred geometry, is what I'm hearing too. Your energetic blueprint is that of sacred geometry. This is how they know. Okay. This is how they knew all along. Since the day you were born, they knew exactly who you were. Somebody could be 56. Somebody could be 56. I got voice to skull, putting voices in your head. This is also really giving me too, like, them, you may have had some type of programming, and because your parents, your environment, they really shape a lot. They're your entire life if you let it, until you start to question that programming and those thoughts and those, limited beliefs, right? So for me, this voice to skull, you can literally be hearing thoughts or people saying things in your mind, like you can hear conversations and you ain't in that room. Okay, you might have that gift. Okay, or maybe somebody's trying to put certain thoughts into your mind, or they did put certain thoughts into your mind, and you had to reprogram those negative thoughts and beliefs, is what I'm getting as well. Kissing cousins is here. So, this could be kissing cousins. That one came out yesterday. We was in the live. Live on YouTube. Kissing cousins is here. What about that, spirit? What these divine feminine? Maybe this cousin. Maybe something took place as a child with a cousin. Okay. Take that how it resonates with this cousin. And you had to do a lot of inner child work. Maybe they didn't listen to you. Maybe a cousin harmed you. Maybe a cousin touched you inappropriately here. Okay. Something took place here. Or you can have a cousin that you thought was like a friend. Like a best friend, and you realize and you really couldn't trust them like that. Okay, something here about human trafficking. And again, that could be psychologically as well, trafficking. Herbalist, you could be a herbalist or just into herbs. I did have tea out here as well. Maybe you've been drinking a lot of tea lately or need to. What else is here? I'm going to switch my deck in a minute. Yeah, somebody is a street pharmacist who got some human trafficking going on here. Okay, so human trafficking can literally be or have something to do with human trafficking in children. Okay, a street pharmacist. So basically a person that is selling illegal drugs. Okay. No more negative thoughts. And I see 30 days down here. 30 days and no more negative thoughts. I really feel like you're birthing something. Yeah, look, I didn't even notice it says 6 figures right here. Yeah, that's what it's giving, collective. Like, I really think that it's going to come sooner and when you least expect it. Like, you're not going to expect this. So spirit is wanting you to focus on your thoughts, because your thoughts are shaping your reality. Wealth is here, and making millions is right behind that. So maybe you even have like a business that you're starting. Okay, it's going to be successful. It's going to be successful here. Making millions, period. 6 figures. Okay, 6 figures or more within the next 30 days to 1 year is out here. Okay. You may have felt connected to the Salem witch trials, or felt like you were what is the word? Like maybe hung or executed, deleted around that time. Okay. And that was for your gifts. So that same energy, okay, that same energy that was taking place during the Salem witch trials is definitely what you have pretty much put an end to in this lifetime, is what I'm getting. Okay. Attacking your gifts, right? The Kundalini rising here. And 143 could be significant. 143. Salem witch trials, Kundalini rising. I got 20,000 out here. So in the next 30 days, somebody could be receiving $20,000 here. It's a whole lot of money on this table. I'm hearing that say it's a whole lot of money in this motherfucker. It's so funny. Like, look, y'all got to be mindful of them thoughts. Look, divine masculine and divine feminine is out here. Okay. So I'm really feeling like because you integrated your divine masculine and feminine within, okay, it's put you back in a position of abundance. Money is going to flow to you like water. It's going to be like 20,000, another 20,000 a day. That's light work. Like, that's what it's giving. Like, congratulations, collective. I'm part of the collective too. I say, because we've been doing a lot. We've been doing a lot of work. Okay. And a lot, we don't even get recognized for it. Shit, we get demonized for all the work that we do. Look, Spirit say you clock the bullshit every time. This is why the Divine Collective, okay? You clock the bullshit every single time. Okay, something about a work husband or work wife. Okay, take that how it resonates. I don't want others to love you. So maybe this work husband or work wife, or your husband or wife, is very possessive, or you had a lot of possessive-like energies. Yeah, these soulless beings. Yeah, these soulless beings wanted you reactive and not proactive. Okay. So soulless beings using magic to stop the collective awakening. Right. So they, of course, I'm hearing about your birth chart too. Okay. Something significant about your birth chart. Do understand that by way of your birth chart, they know exactly who you are. Okay. So if you needed the physical evidence, well, how would they know who I was as a baby? Your birth chart. Okay. So you need to study your birth chart. Okay. And if a person knows your birth chart, okay, and your planetarial placements and what you like, you can see all of these things in your birth chart, what your purpose is and what type of attacks to send you to keep you off of your purpose. So this is what these soulless beings were doing and have been doing for many, many years. Okay. And then using magic, okay, to stop the collective awakening. So they could have purposely sent you lovers, okay, work husband, work wives, or just relationships where they were very possessive over you. And that's because they were sent, okay? That's because they were sent to keep you from being proactive in your life and more reactive. If you're reactive, then that means you are, making choices that's not really thought through. You get what I'm saying? It's more, impulsive is what I'm getting. Okay. You are protected from forces seen and unseen. So no matter what they do, obviously, whatever type of magic that they do, and you can't trust everybody, it's not working. You can't trust everybody. Obviously, not even a husband or a wife. If they ain't done no work, if they are not healing, if they are not questioning their reality, if they don't even think that they're in a matrix, chances are you can't trust them either. Okay. Can't trust them either. I got Dixon, Johnson, Smith, Robinson. Last names could be significant. Ashe. Is that Michael? Sending you love and light. Thank you. Same to you. Yeah, you went against the grain when you went within. Exactly. The entire system, the entire operating system collapsed the moment you went within and started questioning things, because you started to pick up on patterns, body language, things that people say, not keeping their promises. It was like, like for me, I started to notice too that when I was in relationships, it seemed more like a delay than anything. I didn't feel like I was progressing. I didn't feel like, we were going anywhere. It's very stagnant is what I'm getting. Okay, so you probably even started to notice that being connected to certain people, you became stagnant, or you started to pour into them more. They were too needy, too codependent, right? So yeah, too much emotional baggage. And that's because they know you have a healing energy about yourself, right? And before we awaken and become spiritually aware of who we are, okay, wake up from that not psychosis, but what you call it, amnesia, right? You wake up from that amnesia and you start to realize, like, damn, something ain't right. So you start to go within, you start to question things, and that's when they cranked up the heat. Like, okay, yeah, you cut people off. Soon as you went within, you started to cut people off. I'm looking at loss on the screen. It says, yeah, and you say, is it a loss of everything or a restart? Just thinking out loud. It's definitely a restart, okay? It was never a loss. It was never a loss. It was more so like a gain, okay? Because when you're going through a transformational process, a death and rebirth, like, or shedding of your old skin, in a sense, then you're going to lose things that are holding you back, that don't mean you well, people, places, and things, whatever that may be. So it's not a loss, it's a gain. You gain a part of yourself again, right? You gain more focus, more determination, you more of your purpose. Okay. Jim Jones, I see Jim Jones, cult leader, preacher. Okay, somebody could be in the church, a preacher, a cult leader, or operating out like a cult leader here. Yeah, stop giving all your energy away. And then I have COINTELPRO, okay, as well. Yeah, I just really feel like somebody wanted to stop you from becoming free, mentally entrap you. Okay? You are an activist. You are a leader. Yeah, these people played around and had to find out. What it really is too, collective, is that these people lost you. Okay? They lost you. They had the time and the chance to get it right. They had the time and opportunities to turn from their wicked ways. Just like you. Okay? They had the chance, but they still chose to keep being manipulators. They kept choosing. So that's on them. You feel very connected to nature or nature spirits as well. Or signs in nature is what I'm hearing. Some type of signs in nature. Like with me, I'm very connected with like crows. Crows be everywhere. Everywhere I go, I see, it seems like I see crows usually. 9 times out of 10, there's a crow. And I just say Ashe to the ancestors, miracles. Yes. So there could be an animal that's very significant to you as well out in nature. And squirrels. I communicate with squirrels a lot. So yeah. Yeah, walk away. No harm. That's what I'm hearing. It caused you no harm to walk away. Yes, okay, that's it. I was picking up on a possessive like energy. Okay, and they were doing domination spells. They wanted to have dominion over you, dominate you, control you, possess you. Okay, so this cult leader, like, yeah, extraterrestrials protect you. Or you may feel like an extraterrestrial. Somebody could be getting a new car. as well. You are beautiful. Let me look at that. You say, is it a warlock or someone sent to heal me? I don't know. Yeah, you're leveling up. Okay, so we got new car, new money, wealthy lifestyle. Okay, 6 figures and above, making millions. Okay, 20,000 could be coming to you in the next 30 days. Okay, we got leveling up. Okay, so you've leveled up and closed out this cycle of like domination spells. Okay, yeah, and these people are going to be dealing with health issues. Okay, or you know what? I'm even picking up on too. I had this download not too long ago where these spells that they send to the collective don't even manifest in a way in the amount of energy and time that they put into performing these rituals and these spells and really focusing all of their little energy on. It don't even manifest in a way that it needs to manifest or that they intend for it to manifest. Hey, Angie. She from my from YouTube. Hey, Angie girl. So it may manifest in your reality as maybe like something minor. Like for me, for example, I don't have any type of allergies really. But I started to notice that I was getting like little bitty bumps on my skin here and on my other arm and maybe my knee, and it would itch a little. I don't have eczema. I never had eczema. Okay. But what I was picking up on is that, or spirit was showing me, is that somebody performed a spell. It may have been a death spell. They might have did some heavy, quote unquote, graveyard magic. But when you do that and you go against a chosen one or earth angel or somebody that's connected to source, okay, it don't manifest in a way that they think. Okay, it don't hit the way that they expect it to hit. You can't kill an earth angel. Okay, that's what they need to understand. So it manifests in our reality if it hits you at all. You know, it may just hit you a little bit just to show you that what's going on in the spirit. Okay, and you know, you act accordingly then. Okay, but that may resonate with some where it's like something weird maybe going on with your body, and it's like you don't have any health issues. You know, what is this? And spirit will show you. You know, get out into nature. Nature will talk to you too. Okay, nature is a consciousness. Okay, so predator with no criminal record. Okay, so this is what is leading me back over to this human trafficking. Okay, this kissing cousin like energy, whoever this is, they may not have a record, okay, but something's going on here with human trafficking. Okay, right. And spirit says you are the glitch. Spirit says you always have been the glitch in the matrix. Okay, somebody could drive a blue car, or this new car you gonna get gonna be blue. Blue could be your favorite color. I'm even hearing like blue jay the bird, a blue bird. Somebody have a karmic baby daddy who's been doing this spells, or a karmic baby mother who's been targeting you. Okay. Yeah, and that's because you're an empath. So you have the ability to feel. And I'm even feeling like all of your clairs are activated. So I'm talking about somebody who has the ability, thank you, Dimples, for the gift, who has the ability to hear, see beyond the veil, right? It's almost like you can what's the word, spirit? Astral project. It's like it's given that, like, they're underestimating your power. You know, they're looking at you as like you're weak, or like you don't know what you're talking about, or you don't know what be going on. And that's the furthest from the truth. If it don't come to you one way, it'll come to you another. Okay, you'll get a dream, you will see it in your third eye view. You'll have a vision. Something is going to give it away. Okay, some nasty Somebody trying to sleep with somebody, man or woman, behind their back. This could be that kissing cousin. Okay. This could be that cousin that's trying to kiss on your significant other behind your back. That's why. That's what it's really giving. Okay. And trust no one. Okay. Spirit is saying trust no one. Or something could be going on. Maybe with your significant other, and maybe they got a work husband or work wife. Okay. So yeah, and I got secret competition trying to one up you peeping out the deck here. Okay. Somebody's in secret competition trying to one up the collective. Okay, but you on to the bullshit. Okay. Maybe this karmic ex or karmic baby daddy, baby mama is trying to one up you here. Some way or the other. We got gang stalking popping out this deck. I'm telling y'all. Okay. So this group of people. I'm hearing like subtly, like you might not even notice that these people are in secret competition with you. Thank you for the gifts, Tanya. You might not even notice that these people coming around you are in secret competition with you because it's so settled. Okay. So you may be confiding in them, or you may just be asking them, what should I wear? And they might, I don't know. It's just giving something. It's giving like they purposely don't give you good advice, or they purposely would say you don't look good in something when you really do, to kind of throw off your confidence. Like that's what it's giving. Okay. Yeah. You are keepers of divine law and order. Okay. As well. So you are the glitch, and you are the keeper of divine law and order. And you may have dealt with people. Okay, maybe that's considered a form of a gang stalking too, or form of, secret competition and wanting to one up you. It's giving narcissistic vibes, right? Narcissists are karmic like vibes. Write down your goals. Spirit is saying write down your goals. Yeah, look, I didn't see this right here, shapeshifter. Okay, so this is a two-faced cousin. This is a two-faced baby daddy, baby mama too. Or your husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, take how it resonates. Somebody being two-faced. They being one way with you, another way with somebody else. Or they may be telling your business to somebody else and acting like they not. Or, trying to collect information on you so they can figure out how they need to move to one up you and be better than you or do it better than you. What they don't realize is that once we peep that you copying us, we could just easily think of something else to do. You can have that, because it's like we have an infinite amount of creative ways to express our creativity. You know what I mean? They don't. They are soulless beings. They inauthentic, inorganic. Okay, so you can never one up a chosen one. You can never one up an earth angel. You just can't do it. Okay, because we always have a good idea. We might start one business one day, a whole nother one the next week, and they both be successful. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel like somebody's just trying to maybe use your ideas and make it seem like they thought about it, or, take what you say and kind of tweak it a little bit and make it seem like they came up with it. Exactly. Using you. They think that they're using you. Okay, this is why you letting their ass go too, because you realizing that they playing this petty game that you wasn't even really playing for real. You wasn't even really, you just being you whole time. They in secret competition like some fucking weirdos, right? You work smarter, not harder. These people got to keep on working harder and not smarter, because they're not smart, right? Attacking you. I'm just saying that again. What else is here? Hold on, let me block some people on YouTube because I don't fuck around with the fuck around, okay? All right. Okay. Hold on. I can't. I have to keep bending down. Hold on, y'all. Where'd it go? Hold on. Let me get my card. Where did that card go? Oh, I see herbalist. Okay. Or maybe you know what I'm getting from this too, because it tried to come out earlier. This somebody herbalist. Maybe you thinking about doing like taking a natural approach here to something. Holistic approach, what I'm hearing. Okay. Something about court. Something about court is here. You could be in Canada. Somebody could be living in Canada right now. Or from Canada. Generational curse and heart desires. I feel like these people are in spiritual court. That's what I'm feeling like. Your silence has put them in spiritual court. You may have cut somebody off without even giving an explanation. You just kind of like ghosted them. $5D radiation. You are an alien. You're like an alien to these people. Like, I guess it's like they can't figure you out. They can't figure out why nothing affects you in a way it's supposed to. They feel like you're an alien. Something about 5D radiation here. Maybe they could be using some type of radiation to try to attack you to lower your frequency as well. Yeah, psychic attack here. Yeah. See, these people, I feel like they was also mistaking you as being like gullible or slow or stupid, right? That's why they felt like they could do what they do. Psychically attack you, and they thought you would drink their dirty bath water. Like they could just do you any kind of way, do you in. And then if you would just lay down like somebody's dead animal and take that shit. That's what it's really giving. They really feel like, how dare you leave me? How dare you cut me off without no explanation, right? How dare you not talk to me no more? Who you think you is? That's what I'm hearing. Look, Emperor, chestnut checkers. It was always chestnut checkers, Divine Collective. While they was playing games, psychically attacking you. Exactly, Tanya. Stay laughing at these clowns because they fucking clowns. Wanted you to die, so you chose to live. Ha ha. That's what I wrote on this card. They wanted you to die, so you chose to keep living. Uh-huh. You know, because motherfuckers really be wanting you up out of here. I'm telling you. You know, why does this type of thing exist? That's because they want you up out of here. You want a person to die so bad. How diabolical is that? When all you gotta do is leave them the fuck alone. You don't have to be bothered with the collective. You don't have to watch us. You don't have to call. You don't have to text. You don't have to come visit. You don't have to do nothing. But you still choose to psychically attack. Send negative thoughts. Do your little black magic that ain't going beyond your fucking room and the ceiling. It doesn't go beyond your ceiling. Okay? Yeah, trying to organize crime. Organized crime against the Divine Collective is diabolical. They want you to be a criminal so fucking bad. I got Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Okay, so there could have been like a couple that was coming up against you, Divine Collective. Exactly, laugh at them every time. That's it. Look, I didn't even see couple right here, y'all. Okay, thank you, Spirit. There is definitely a couple who is like Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Okay, they I'm hearing they assassinate people, or they like hitmen. Okay, and somehow they organize crimes, or you know, think psychologically too. Okay, so when we think energetically, they could literally be trying to organize a crime, or metaphorically just trying to paint you out to be something that you're not. But there's a group, at least of 2 people, okay, and somebody was paid in full to go up against you, right? And they're mad now because you don't trust them and they can't manipulate you, okay? So they thought that they was manipulating you the whole time. You was just, you was peeping game. You was taking mental notes. They was never manipulating you. You seen it. And you might have gave somebody the benefit of the doubt. But that's no longer, okay? That's no more. And now they're mad because they can't manipulate you. Oh, well, be mad. Exactly. They thought that they was assassinating you whole time. You are a spiritual assassin. Okay? It's given very much so like a spiritual sniper. I say that all the time. When I see this card, I think about a spiritual sniper. They never seen it coming. They thought they had you all figured out, Divine Collective. They thought that, oh, they would never think it's me. You seen it. You seen it. And they realize that no matter what they do, you're unbreakable. Okay? No matter what they do, what they seeing, what they say, how they try to organize you to be stalked and harassed and organize crimes against you and attack you. It don't matter because you unbreakable. Okay? You are unbreakable. Black magic backfiring. Exactly. And one of these people is slanging D all overseas. Okay, and they getting paid in full for it. Yeah, and they disloyal. They not even loyal to their marriage. Whatever they got going on, they all overseas slinging that thing. Secret government agency. Okay, so this Mr. and Mrs. Smith couple, it's like they working for the government to go against you. Okay, some type of shadow government here, and they was paid in full for it. Money laundering too. So this could have something to do with this organized crime that they have going on. Okay. Some type of dirty money here. Something going on overseas that they into. What else is here? Look, secret society. Secret society is out here too. So secret government agency, secret society. And a warlock practitioner as I split the deck. There's the type of warlock practitioner whose black magic is backfiring. Because their deal was they were supposed to keep you under some type of control and manipulation, and it's failing. It failed, okay? Because it collapsed. It collapsed. My throat chakra is protected. Okay? Beating kids and treating them like animals. So this can also have something to do with that human trafficking. Okay? Oh, right. Overseas. Maybe they're doing something where they are maybe they own a business, quote unquote, but it's a front, it's a cover up. And what they're actually doing is something to do with money laundering or organized crime. This can have something to do with this human trafficking, okay, and children, okay, and they beating children and treating them like animals and starving them. Yeah, this secret society is splitting. I split the deck, I shuffled it, and it's still there. Okay, so there's also a secret society that wanted to harvest from you or wanted to like pledge you into this secret society. Okay, they were out of cosmic order and balance here, so you were actually sent to restore balance in this situation. Okay, so just by speaking your truth, all of that collapsed. Okay, all of that this organized crime, secret society, It collapsed. Okay. You could be an Aries, and Spirit is saying, you're the best. I love you. Yeah, you're restoring cosmic order. And see, that's the thing. Yeah, something about government officials. Okay. Government officials too. Maybe government officials could be connected because it was a secret government agency as well with this couple. Okay. And this group. It could also be government officials and you're not aware of it. Yeah, your ability to overanalyze, so you naturally perceive multidimensional patterns to bring absolute clarity. Okay, that's what you do, and that's what makes you unbreakable. That's what makes you undetectable. You know, because it's like soon as they feel like they have you figured out, you on to a whole nother plan. You're on to a whole nother pattern operation. It's like you can give me a word, Spirit, like adaptability. Okay, your ability to adapt is the reason that you are protected. Okay, because soon as they think that they have you figured out and thought of a perfect master plan to take you out, to take you down, or to control and manipulate you, they figure out and they find out that they still don't have, you know, what they need to entrap you. And I have destiny swap here. An STD. Somebody wanted to give you a STD and destiny swap with you. Okay. Because of this inheritance, I'm telling you, they come out all the time. This inheritance, this level up, this reclaiming of your power, this wealth. Okay. They know that you have wealth. It's no sign. It's no sign. This is a collective. Okay. And but I do have Cancer and Aries out here right now. So you may be significant. It may be significant to you, those two signs. And we got sacrifice of children. Exactly. 444 is out here again. Yeah, these are a bunch of Agent Smiths who tried to destiny swap with you. So it's given like, as long as you were out of your power, they were using your power to keep this secret government agency like active. Like, that's the best word I could think of right now. Okay, so show gratitude right now. Somebody's name could be Joyce, or your name can start with a J. Wow, I see a squirrel outside. And hawks could be significant. Strategic disease distribution, warfare, and we got STD out here. Okay, so that's definitely a warfare. Somebody intentionally trying to what it's a word I'm looking for, but they basically trying to weaponize a disease, trying to give you a disease, right? And then leave you for dead. Yeah, somebody tried to betray you in a worse way. I'm hearing like get you while you're vulnerable, right? So just be very mindful of who you allowing into your sacred space, okay? Something about probate court here. Probate court, fraud, transfer, estate, beneficiary fraud. Right. I feel like this has something to do with this inheritance and I got inheritance transfer on the back here. I didn't even know I wrote that on the back, but definitely that's what it's giving. Okay. So they wanted to pretty much live off of your inheritance here. Okay. So something happened or going to happen with probate court. Okay. And these fraudulent activities and fraudulent transfers that's taking place. And they even have something to do with overseas bank account wiring here. That's what I'm hearing, beneficiary fraud. So it was some money that you were supposed to get. Okay, they tried to leave you for dead, and they underestimated your power. Okay. Somebody was celebrating your struggles and downfalls. And what I'm seeing right now, I got 777. Okay. And what I'm also picking up on is like, you ever notice like when you around certain people and they know you going through something, but all of a sudden they got a bunch of jokes. All of a sudden they spirits is up, you know, pay attention to that. Pay attention to that, because that's probably the main motherfucker that's sending you black magic and doing psychic attacks on you or whatever. Because how could you be, you know, in high spirits around, you know, I get it if you trying to encourage somebody. You get what I'm saying? It's a difference. Like, oh, you know, laugh a little bit because it's all right. You know what I'm saying? No. I'm talking about somebody that's normally not in good spirits, but all of a sudden when you down, they got something to laugh about. Or they walking around all chipperish. And now pay attention to them motherfuckers, okay? That's what I'm really getting. Because they can have something to do with this goddamn secret society that's harvesting children and, you know, transferring illegal money and laundering and shit. You know, but it's all predicated on your downfall. So if they celebrating you while you down, you need to be questioning why. What you really into? Okay, trying to bully you too, right? So they feel like if you vulnerable and down and out, because that's how they perceive it, then they can take that as an opportunity to bully you or to shame you or to humiliate you, because that's what it really be. And somebody say I should use the term gang stalking. Fuck you. That's exactly what it is. Y'all got to look at it interdimensionally and multidimensionally. When somebody's celebrating your downfall, what they don't want you to feel good. They want you to feel humiliated. They want you to feel worthless. And they be very strategic with it. You know what I'm saying? Like they be knowing what they doing. So we gonna call it for exactly what it is. They're haters. And they think that they're going to bully the collective. I think not, because you're a shaman and you're a sacred mirror. They celebrated too soon. Trying to celebrate the divine collective's downfall. We don't ever fall. We integrate. We expand. We gain more insight, more awareness. We adapt. Some shit that they can't do. That's why they have all this secret society bullshit going on, because they don't have the power to rewrite and override shit. They don't have the ability to do that. But all they do is expose themselves. When you watch their moves, they just exposing themselves. Oh, you see what it is. I see what time they on. But Spirit say you're safe now. Divine Collective, you are safe. You always safe, even when you don't feel like you're safe. Even when these fucked up individuals that's supposed to be family and friends don't make you feel safe. Spirit say you're still safe. It was a test for them. Yeah, and they delusional. And a hit dog gonna holler every time. They delusional. You know how delusional you gotta be to perceive somebody's downfall as a moment to celebrate? That's delusional to me. Why would you celebrate that? Yeah. Show gratitude is here again. No, you don't do that. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. Ashe. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. We're so grateful. We're so grateful for protection. We're so grateful for the power of the divine. We're so grateful that, you know, we are able to even be used in spaces like this to disrupt these patterns. Okay, because what we're doing is actively integrating source grids. We are restoring natural law and order. So while they so busy worrying about how they can manipulate and, you know, how they can cause tower moments is what I'm getting in your life, they don't even realize that they're under judgment and watching you. And something significant about somebody's husband and wife. That's that came out here twice. So we got Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Okay, husband and wife. Maybe this could be a mother and father figure. Or maybe this could be your significant other who's an Agent Smith. Okay. Something going on with that. Yeah. And this couple is committing larceny. They ain't nothing but a bunch of frauds and criminals and trying to criminalize the divine collective. How dare you? You know, and that's what these systems are built on. Straight up criminal activities. These government officials ain't nothing but criminals, but they had a nerve to sit up on their high horses, sit up in these courtrooms and these fucking black suits or black robes and shit, trying to what? Call judgment on somebody else when y'all the same motherfuckers that's upholding these criminal systems. Okay, because court came out here too. So somebody could be trying to weaponize some type of court against the divine collective. Okay, me myself too. Okay. Lyft driver. Somebody could be a Lyft driver, drive a blue car. Yeah. You gonna be receiving large payouts for all of this mental distress. Okay. And all of these attacks. They've been stealing wire and money here. I got overseas out here twice, y'all. Somebody faked their death and moved overseas. And they received some type of large payout to go overseas and hiding. Exactly. Clean records, but doing criminal activity. That's what I'm saying. A bunch of criminal ass motherfuckers trying to sit up on their high horses and demonize and criminalize the divine collective. Knowing they doing fuck shit behind the scenes. Knowing you attacking behind the scenes. You know, a thing about psychological warfare is it's not a matter of if it's going to happen. It's when. Right? Because you put in your thought and your energy. That's energy going behind those thoughts. Those negative thoughts, those negative intentions that you have about a person. It's only a matter of time before it collides in the 3D realm. Okay. But the one thing that the court system and these so-called government systems don't want to acknowledge is the psychological abuse and warfare that's taking place every fucking day. Every day, all day. But then when you react, and then when you try to protect yourself, oh, criminal, put them away, book them, Dano, right? They want to criminalize you. Well, what about all of the shit that took place? You can look this up even on the CIA website. Go look at what they say about psychological warfare. Go look it up. We got what time is it? 11:10. 111 could be significant. Go look up psychological warfare and how they know exactly what be going on in the shadow realms. And then that start making you question every goddamn thing that a person does. 11:11 on the clock, and we got 33 people up in here. Ashe. Okay? This whole system is built on psychological warfare and spiritual warfare. They want your body. Your body translates to some money. Okay? They want you in their courts because they're performing court rituals on you and your energy. Yeah. That's what they don't want you to know. The whole setup is a court ritual. Okay? The reason why they wear the black robes is to exploit the divine feminine. Go look it up. I promise you. Don't take my word for it. Go look it up. CIA declassified documents. Exactly. Go read them. You have sent karmic lovers to bind you. Nothing is a coincidence. Spirit wants you to know that nothing is a coincidence, the divine collective. Question everything. Okay? Question literally everything. Yeah, strategic alliances. I'm telling you, this is some shit that they plan, that they talk about, that they converse about on the phones, that they have red table meetings about. Calculated manipulation. I don't care what the fuck these people do. We divine collective, protect yourself every time. You got, be prepared for it all. Don't go out here starting nothing with nobody, but you got people out here that is mad at this mass awakening that's taking place, or mad at the chosen ones and our power, that they will try to physically attack you, that they will try to, get you to crash out so that they can paint you as some type of threat to society, some type of menace. Okay, so be very mindful that sometimes people will physically try to attack you. Do what you got to do, and don't be ashamed for it. Right, because your aura is threatening. Your aura is threatening. So just imagine if somebody feels threatened by your aura, there's no limit to what they will do. A person that's in fear will do anything. Look, 11:11. Ashe, thank you for the confirmation, Spirit. This is what it's about. It's about your aura. It's about your energy. It's about your power. Don't ever think that anything, oh, it's too far-fetched. No, that ain't going on. That's exactly what they want you to believe. Go see what they writing in them CIA documents. I dare you. Go see it. Go look at military warfare. Okay? Go look at, they talk about gang stalking. They talk about all of that. This ain't no joke. And ain't nobody gonna gaslight me to make me feel like it's a joke. Okay? Because it's not. Or it's not real. No. It's real. Now, how you respond is what changes, shift the atmosphere. How we respond. So it's important that we learn that, these attacks are strategic. Right? Strategic alliances. Strategic alliances and calculated manipulations to get you to crash out and to get you off your square so that you can respond in a way that will incriminalize you. Right? Rage bait you. Exactly. That ain't just a social media thing. They want you to be, and see, the thing is, we don't really even be enraged, because chosen ones and those that, are true to who they are, I don't perceive them as my enemy. Like, for you to be my enemy, I have to be actively trying to attack you or actively trying to orchestrate some shit against you. You're nothing to me. I don't think about you, don't give a fuck about you at all. I feel less than a fart about you. You get what I'm saying? But these are people who spend they days. They can work a fucking 50-hour job a week and still try to find time to take you out, or try to find time to, what else can I do today? What can I do to make them get off balance, or make them get off their purpose, or whatever the fuck they be transpiring in their mind that don't make no damn sense. Ain't nobody, because envy keep that battery in they back. Do you hear me? Envy gives them that extra energy that they need after working a full-time fucking job every week to come after you. Because I be thinking, like, how do people have this energy if you're so occupied with your life, if you moved on with your life, it's because if this could have been an ex, a parent, whoever, you didn't really want me around you, and then you mad that I don't fuck with you. And then, you try to go outside of your way to attack me. Make it make sense. Are you obsessed? Why are you trying to sabotage me? That's what they need to be asking themselves, but they're so fucking delusional that they don't even want to ask themselves that. Why do I take the Divine Collective so much? Why do I hate them? Keep hating, bitch, because we don't give a fuck. We really don't. Anyway, exactly. So, right? So they feel like if nobody can have you, or if they can't have you, nobody will. Crazy. I'm telling you, they attacked you because they're afraid of you. And you got spiritual rank. This is why their attacks don't fucking work. You can't do nothing with the Divine Collective. You can't do nothing with us. But you refuse to give up. This is your warning. I hope one of y'all watching me right now. I don't give a fuck. I just want to make that very clear. It don't matter what I go through. It don't matter what you think I deserve to go through. It don't matter, none of that. What you create behind the scenes, these strategic alliances, how you try to manipulate and be calculated with your shit. You can never out-calculate me in a Divine Collective. You are a fucking roach in my reality. I gives no fucks about you. Okay? We got spiritual rank. This is why what they do is not going to work. Like I said, and your aura threatens them and they're afraid of you. So they attack you. Bottom feeders. Exactly. Fuck them. Somebody dealing with some big booty karmic here. Or this could be a big booty karmic that's jealous of you. Like you got your BBL and shit. Why you still hating on the Divine Collective? You say you got the body, you look better than the Divine Collective. Why you still hating on the Divine Collective? Go live your life, karmic. Oh, because it ain't about the physical, is it? Oh, right, because we got spiritual rank. So this big booty karmic that's jealous of the Divine Collective, or that's trying to manipulate her way into some divine masculine's energy. Take it how it resonates. Okay, they're very envious of you and very jealous of your light and your aura. They trying to come dim your light and they want to humiliate you. Yeah, exactly. Operating from the shadow realm. So they want to look like they're divine. They want to act like and talk like and mimic the divine. But the whole time they operating in the shadow realm. They got an entity of envy attached to them. Okay. Yeah, they want to assassinate your character, do some type of smear campaign, but they underestimating you, Divine Collective. I'm telling you. And Spirit say they gonna be dropping dead. I can't make this shit up. All these cards don't always come out like this. Dropping dead for coming for God's chosen ones. Period. You had your chance. And they underestimated you. They underestimated the power of God. Look, I got underestimated you and underestimated your power again. They underestimated the power of God, for real. And yeah, spiritual judge. Why they thinking they doing something with their black robes and trying to play judge in your life? Your spiritual rank is that of a spiritual judge. The judge that restores divine law and order and call divine judgment. Your aura causes them to enter into court, spiritual court. Okay, this got to be making sense to somebody. I know what I'm trying to say, but I feel like I ain't using the right words, but hopefully it's making sense to somebody, okay? These systems have to collapse when you walk into the room. Okay, thank you for that, y'all. Okay, so you are a walking like timeline collapser, if that makes sense. You make timelines, false timelines collapse. Thanks, Spirit. Yeah, you could have been born in the early 2000s here. Or maybe you got a child that was born in the early 2000s here who are also very tapped in, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, the truth doesn't need validation. The truth ain't never needed validation here. And you the truth. You don't need their validation. You don't need their applause. You don't need their confirmation. You don't need a fuck thing from a motherfucker that's fake as hell, that's envious, and that's strategically moving against you and your divine purpose. Okay? So the truth don't need validation. You just keep being exactly who you are and showing up every time. Yeah, they attack your throat chakra to silence you. Okay, and somebody could have forged your signature here. This could have something to do with probate court fraud or some type of beneficiary fraud here. Okay, where they forge your signature on some paperwork. They ass is grass and isolated you to weaken you. That only made you stronger. See, this is how delusional they are. They never expected you to rise from it. Right, you became stronger. I'm telling you. They never expected you to rise. They thought that isolating you will weaken you because they weak and they don't know how to move in the world by themselves. They got to have an entourage of people, 11:23 on the clock. They got to have an entourage of people gassing them up, making them feel like something. Chosen ones, we good by ourselves. Always have been. It's good to have friends, but I don't need them. You know what I'm saying? But these people thought that isolating you will make you weak. It made you stronger. It made you become exactly who you are and who you were destined to be. Okay? Yeah, angel of death. Okay? So the angel of death could be upon them, right? Because Spirit already said these motherfuckers is going to be dying behind these attacks that they've done. That's their karma. Okay? They probably even sent you the angel of death to stop you, to take you out. The angel of death said, oh, no, touch not that one. We can't touch that one. And went right back to their ass. That's why that shit going right back. Touch not my anointed one. See, you really anointed. They call it evil. They call it wicked. They call it whatever they want to call it. But you got spiritual rank. And one thing they can't take from you is spiritual rank. Ashe, they can't take. That's the truth. That's why Spirit said the truth don't need validation. You hold spiritual rank. It ain't got nothing to do about what you look like, what they think you going through, how they try to label you, how they try to put you in a box. It ain't got nothing to do with none of that shit. Trying to send a goddamn angel of death. The angel of death respects you. Past life lover. Exactly, because they thought that they could keep sending you lovers. I had, what was it? They wanted to send you a karmic lover here, some big booty karmic too for somebody. Okay. Past life lover probably has something to do with this alliance that they had going on. They thought that they was not going to be revealed. Right. Your destiny is written in the stars. Okay. I said that earlier in the live. Your destiny is written in the stars, period. You are divinely guided and protected. Spirit wants you to know this. Don't let nobody make you feel like you are not divinely guided and protected at all times, even when it looks like you're not. Even when it feels like you're not, you reassure yourself and you say, I'm divinely guided and protected. I am not alone. I have legions of angels and demons that are supporting me on my journey, on my purpose. Because you are an earth angel. I just seen earth angel down at the bottom there. You are an earth angel and it's written in the stars. It's nothing that they can do. Nothing that they can do, say, manipulate, create alliance. It's nothing. And you stand on that. These people so jealous of you, they want to be in your skin. They want to see what it feels like to be a divine being, an earth angel. Do the fucking work. Maybe you'll rank up. But no, you keep wanting to steal and manipulate and lie. They want to see what it's like to have the aura that you have. They do what they do because they intimidated by you. They want you to feel intimidated. These are intimidation tactics. Don't fear nothing or no one. That's what I'm hearing. Don't fear nothing or nobody. And even if you don't feel safe, your body will let you know if they safe or not. You will feel it. But you don't fear nothing or nobody. And they want to be you so bad that they try to study your intelligence. How can they be as intelligent as you? How can they be as magnetic as you? How can they get people to listen to what they got to say? Be your authentic self. Quit trying to be in my skin and be you. Somebody's name could be Robert, Mariah, Chantel, Anna, Dustin, or Jasmine. Trying to study your intelligence. You know how many weird motherfuckers I had that came as a friend, came as somebody that's interested in what I have going on, just to get close to me so they can see how I operate, what I do on a daily basis, how, where I get my information from, my insight from. I read. But when you tapped in with divine intelligence, you get downloads. That's some shit that requires you to do work, spiritual work, and get initiated spiritually. Then you will get downloads and uploads. And then you will get the intelligence that you need and that you seek, instead of trying to study me that you don't get no degree for. Ashe? You don't get shit. It was something I was going to look up, but I done forgot now. Somebody could be a Virgo here. Yeah, you from ancient Kemet. Okay, you may feel connected to ancient Kemet. Oh, those are your ancestors coming through here. Okay, take it how it resonates. Trying to study low intelligence. How they maneuver through the world like that. Somebody could have had a deep father wound that you had to overcome here. Something about emotional pain and patterns that inherited from one's relationship with your father. Okay, you may have dealt with unmet needs for protection, validation, and guidance. And then influence your confidence, your trust, and your ability to take action or feel secure in a world. Okay, so collectively, what I'm getting is that we are learning to integrate our masculine and feminine energies and transforming those wounds, right? So when we look at it collectively, that's what's happening. So when I see father wounds, that could be personal to your experience, but collectively, it represents a toxic masculine energy, okay? That had a lot to do with, the way your confidence, how you trust, and your ability to take action in a world and just feeling secure and safe. That's why Spirit said earlier in the read, you are safe, okay? Yeah, you're a self-taught psychologist. Okay, so you may study psychology, or they are all in on it. They are in on it. You're right. Spirit says you're right. They're all in on it. So, and I'm also getting, they thought that they were studying you, but you were studying them and their patterns. Okay. Right. So you had this amazing ability to study patterns in real time. Okay. All their strategic alliances and all of that, calculated manipulation, studying your intelligence, sending you all of those things that they sent you, whether that was relationships, whatever. you were able to study certain patterns that you needed, okay? So that you can learn and pick up on and trust yourself when it comes to like narcissistic abuse, or dealing with people that's narcissists, okay? Something like that. Ladybugs can be significant for you as well. And Spirit says, you are that you are. I am that I am. And I ain't what I never was gonna be. Okay, so they was trying to make you out to be something that you were not. Somebody study psychology, or maybe you even wanted to study psychology. Somebody here. Okay, look, humiliation rituals. Exactly. They were purposely targeting your I wanted to say underdeveloped masculine energy, but like toxic masculine energy, okay, that shaped your psyche, okay? That was by way of humiliation rituals. So they thought that if they can distort your masculine and feminine as a child, that they will be able to keep you in a cycle of humiliation, right? In a cycle of not expanding. Okay? Yes, your energy sends ripples through the universal frequency. Your energy sends ripples through the universal frequency. I am that I am. Exactly. You are here to restore the original. I'm hearing blueprint, but I'm thinking I want to say another word. Grid. That's it. Grid. Triangulation. Okay. So maybe growing up, not even necessarily growing up, you may realize that a lot of people try to make you feel like you was not included, or like you didn't fit in, and they wanted to strategically triangulate you in situations. Okay, that's another form of humiliation, right? Because they want you questioning yourself. They want you feeling like, I want to get some more words for humiliation right now, because my head feel like it's spinning. I feel hot. My ears hot. Let me see something. We're gonna get 2 words here. So I like to have different words sometimes. All right. So I got my phone here, y'all. Another word for humiliation. Hold on. Somebody trying to. It's disgrace, shame, dishonor, embarrassment, humbling, right? So they wanted to humble you to a certain frequency and keep you stuck to a certain timeline. Submit. They wanted you to be under their control and in an energy of submission. Everything backfired when you no longer was submitting, whether that was consciously or unconsciously, right? This is by way of manipulation and humiliation rituals. So if they can keep you, eating a humble pie, then somehow they felt like they winning in life. Okay? Smear rituals. Exactly. Disrespect, insult, abuse. And there's a collective humiliation ritual that's taking place as well. You say, me, because I want a good mother, life forever. Now let's look up triangulation real quick. What time is it? Guidance. The process or activity of exerting one's position, planning, and following a route. They don't have too many words for this, but I got mapping, like mapping out something. Okay, so like strategic, that takes us back to that strategic alliance. Then you could be a 90s baby. Okay, triangulation. Got RICO charges. The business is a cover up for organized crime. That came out earlier too, didn't it? These people all over the place. These criminals with all this criminal activity, they trying to make you out to be a criminal. Divine alignment. You are in divine alignment, okay? So the things that you experienced in your human experience was necessary because of what is being transformed, okay? Or the energy that you brought to that specific environment. It was needed, okay? So just know that you are always in divine alignment. Okay, you are a low frequency disruptor. So I'm really picking up on like post or pre-life choices. Like you knew what you were going to be doing before you entered into this realm. Okay, so remember, is what I'm hearing. Remember who you are. We got somebody as a Prince Hall member as well. Some of a Mason. Okay, strangulation. Okay, you may have dealt with somebody who wanted to strangle you in a way. Okay, that's a tactic of control though. Okay, anybody putting their hands on you, they want to control you, period. I got divine counterpart. That one keep trying to creep through here. Creeping through the cards. And I really feel like this is a timeline where a lot of the divine collective is going to be connecting with your divine counterpart. Okay. So remember, somebody asked in the chat if, you know, people that they had to cut off, was that a loss? No, it's a gain, because you want authentic people around you. You want to be connected with an authentic counterpart, somebody that respects themselves, somebody that has morals. Okay. Somebody that will stand on business about their self-respect, somebody with boundaries, somebody with a purpose, somebody that has, you know, balance within their masculine and feminine energies, right? So it's never a loss, it's a gain. And you are definitely attracting your divine counterpart. This can be romantically or just, you know, collectively. Somebody could have long hair here. Yeah, you're an empress. You're an empress. And I got emperor out here too. Emperor and empress. Divine counterpart. Divine alignment. Or maybe they even, you know, try to triangulate your relationship, your old past relationships. Something like that. Original warrior, right? And good dharma, righteous in alignment with cosmic order. So you are an original warrior. You are an original being on earth. Or it's given like, it's just given original. Like it's giving you from other planets too, but it's like you were one of the original beings that came to Earth. Okay, because it's given like Earth is not really that old. Okay, So something about that. Somebody has a karmic mother and father. This same couple-like energy is still trying to come out here. Okay, so specifically, somebody has a karmic mother or father. And it's somebody could be a pedo in a church. This karmic mother and father, somebody could be a pedo or into young children. Okay, some church cult here. These people can be like respected church leaders. Okay, or maybe, you know, maybe the mother didn't speak up. She knows about this pedophilia that's going on within this church. She's not speaking up. And the feds is coming. I didn't even see that right there. But somebody church is going to be exposed, and the feds is coming for their pedophile behavior. They whatever the fuck nasty shit they got going on at this church. Somebody's uncle is involved with this as well. Okay. Shrinking, compression. I'm looking up strangulation, right? Lynching. So somebody wanted to lynch you, or they want you to lynch yourself, like hang yourself. Take yourself out. Okay? The noose. Right, because Salem witch trials came out earlier in the read. Thank you, Spirit. Salem witch trials came out earlier in the read, and I was feeling like we got 11:44 on the clock as I look up. Okay, but in 9, 3 plus 36, 6 plus 3 is 9. Okay, but what was I saying, Spirit? Okay, they were hanging a lot of the so-called witches, which were really the intuitive beings, the ones who, you know, were connected to source and spiritual. They were doing a lot of hanging then. Okay, so I think in this lifetime, from some type of past lover, they were supposed to strangle you. Okay, or they were supposed to perform some type of death sentence act here. If that makes sense, y'all. This Freemason. When I split the deck, okay, somebody connected to some Freemason group here that's also connected to Prince Hall, okay, and some type of government officials and secret society here, okay, but they were supposed to take you out that way, okay. Just know that that was strategic, okay, and the feds is coming. I'm really getting the Galactic Federation, like the cosmos. Our cosmic family, somebody age 10, the number 10 could be significant. Age 10. Yeah, return to sender. Somebody was in a foster home at the age of 10, grew up in a foster home. These people are aging 10 years faster. Okay, so you may start to notice that people are looking exactly like the spirit that they embody. Very, very demonic is what I'm getting, or just very tired in the face, looking older than what they actually are supposed to be, you know. Yeah, that's because that energy, that karmic energy, is returning back to its source. Love you, Angela. I was about to say Angel. Love you too. Sharing your past and chat, or sharing your post and group chats. So somebody is, you can be a content creator like myself. I don't really like to call it content creation. I just call it speaking my truth. Okay, but you can be a person that speaks your truth on social media, and they sending your videos to group chats, having group discussions about it. Who gives a damn, right? That's why when you get rich, tell no one. They doing all that talking and gonna be suffering and aging 10 years faster for all of the diabolical shit that they be doing and doing these full moon rituals and beauty spells is what I'm hearing. That's why it's backfiring. Somebody been doing full moon beauty spells. Yeah, monitoring spirits. Exactly. Trying to monitor you. Meanwhile, we looking younger, finer. Shame. They say the hate be real and the love be fake. So these are people that's trying to, you might be still connecting or talking to these people trying to come in. Hey, how you doing? You know, I can't stand a fake motherfucker that want to talk about, hey, how you doing? You don't care about how I'm doing. What do you want? Straight up, what do you want? I feel the hate, I feel the envy, and I feel the fake shit. So get to it. Yeah, hidden cameras. And I'm really seeing like a neighbor. I'm actually, what they're showing me, there was a time where I had a neighbor she had cameras in her house, in her window, but her cameras would be facing my house where I was living at. Okay, so maybe it could just be a situation where somebody trying to monitor you or trying to, keep tabs on you. Somebody say they scared to speak their truth. Why are you scared to speak your truth? Okay, because speaking your truth places these individuals under divine judgment. For one, they're under divine judgment regardless, but it's like, do it for you. It calls your energy comes back to you. You know what I'm saying? You reclaim your power. That's what I'm getting at. Okay, but back to these hidden cameras here. Somebody is watching you very closely, but not close enough because they still lost. That's what it's giving. Even if they have cameras pointing at you 24/7, they still can't figure you out, Divine Collective. They're delusional and they're very slow. Okay? Very slow. Okay, so somebody watching you, these people is disgusting. They watching you. Okay, we got dominatrix and sexual activities going on here. So there could be a woman or man that's watching you that's into like dominatrix. Maybe they're doing things that's watching you and touching their body parts, put two and two together. Okay, doing some type of like sexual ritual here. Watching you from a distance, getting off with their nasty ass. Okay, scapegoat. That's what it's really giving, right? Scapegoat and secret government agency is out here again, sharing your posts in group chats. Or maybe this secret government agency sharing your pictures and posts, fantasizing about you in this group chat, doing full moon rituals on you, coming together, fantasizing, lusting over you. That's what I'm getting here. Okay. You speak your truth because they don't want you to speak your truth. Something about an Eastern Star group as well. So this government agency could be an Eastern Star group who's spying on you. They got hidden cameras that ain't really hidden. Okay. Trying to get I'm hearing like a close-up of you. These people is obsessed. Okay. Yes. Thank you, Candace. And thank y'all for the gifts. If you sent gifts while I was talking, sometimes I just be so into what I'm saying. You're a real one. You are a real one. True speaker destroys illusions. That's for somebody. Okay. That's for you, Hardly. Okay. True speakers destroys illusions. This is why we get on here and we speak our truth. If we had it our way as chosen ones, we don't really like people. Okay, we wouldn't be on nobody's phone screen, nobody's internet doing a goddamn thing. We rather be in our own space, minding our business, now don't we? But we do what we do because it destroys illusions. It destroys false timelines. It frees souls. It awakens the collective. Okay, we are here to free the people. Okay, the universe is the spiritual judge. We are the spiritual judges and proxy for the universe. You get what I'm saying? So this is why you have to speak your truth. and do it even if you afraid. Even if you worried about what people gonna say about you, how they gonna perceive you, eventually you will stop caring what they think. Yes, they gonna try to gaslight you while you speaking your truth. Yes, they gonna try to humiliate you and bring up your past and try to make you feel, humiliated. Try to make you feel worthless. Oh, I know this about her. I know this about him. They did this. They doing this. They got this going on. Oh, well, you already accepted your truth. You did what you did. You said what you said. You handled it how you handled it. At the end of the day, you're still true to you. And you don't mind telling your truth and what you did in that situation. You don't have to hold up and make it look like you're an angel to make it look like to other people, that you haven't made mistakes. No, don't let nobody shame you out of speaking your truth. That's your power. You stand in your power. We got 44 in here. Somebody could be a master number 44. We got family cult here. So this family cult could be a cult of Freemasons and Eastern Stars that are really a secret government agency operating in the shadow realm. Okay, doing full moon spells and some type of sexual rituals here as well. That's what I'm getting with that. Yeah, it causing you emotional pain. And you're a real one. And your energy sends ripples through the universal frequency. Exactly. Exactly. You say, because they gang up on me and try to tell me I'm crazy, tell me that I'm wrong, scared to go against the master puppet. Okay, that's exactly what they want you to do. Okay, so they want y'all to feel humiliated. That part, you not going to blackmail me. I tell my own story. Exactly. Exactly. You tell your story so you won't let a liar tell the story for you. You speak your truth so you won't let a liar rewrite your story. That's why you do it. And then, okay, you say you've been preserving your voice for the right time. Whenever you feel comfortable, or you might not never feel comfortable, it may not never be a right time, but just do it. Start small. Exactly. She say, I'm the author of my own book. Exactly. That's why I do it too. Some people have told me, why you say that? Or why because y'all know, if you've been following me, I don't bite my tongue. I pretty much talk about the things that's truth to me. You understand? So I don't wait for permission or nobody to tell me. But there have been people several times who will ask me, why you say that? Or you didn't have to say that. I said what I said because that's my experience. I don't apologize for my experience. If a motherfucker wanted to be a better fucking what's the word I'm looking for? If they wanted a better story or a better role in my story, you should have treated me better. I'm telling the truth of my experience. If you don't like it, you had years to treat me better. You should have chose a better character then. Yeah, somebody, brother and sister, could be the ones that sending these videos to the family group here, talking shit about you. I don't hold nobody up. But one thing I bet you nobody could get on this internet ever and say a lie about me, try to expose me to anything. You know why? Because I talk about my own shit. I talk about my own shit. And anybody that follows me will know this. I have no shame. Nobody could ever shame me to make me feel like I shouldn't have said something or I shouldn't say something. And that's the spirit that we have to adopt as true speakers and chosen ones. Don't be ashamed. Don't let nobody shame you. And that's because you're a healer. Okay? You've healed yourself. You're healing yourself. Yeah, you're not afraid. Good. Don't be afraid of anybody. What they gonna do? What Monique say, I guarantee you can't beat me up. And even if you do beat me up, I'm still going to get up and pop shit. I'm still going to get up and pop my shit. So you can't shut me up. Don't care. Because they're a loser. Exactly. They're going to lose every single time when it comes to you, Divine Collective. Every single time. They can't silence you. They can't humiliate you. They can't make you feel worthless. They can't use your past against you. You know, a lot of times with women, me, I'm going to use me as an example. People like to say, oh, you got more than one baby daddy, or you a hoe, or you this or you that. And that don't make me who I am. Your circumstance doesn't make you who you are. It's an experience that you've learned from, that you've evolved from, and you move on with your life. I love me. You love you, right? Chosen ones, we love ourselves. We have self-respect. We have integrity. There are many layers. There are many layers to us, okay? We don't have to feel like we don't have to live according to society's standard. And then what they forget to mention is that say she ain't the only one that made the baby. That nigga had to lay down with her to make another baby. You know what I'm saying? But somehow the women always get it the worst. Oh, she this, she that. Now I'm to the point where, you know, as a chosen one, you get to the point where you don't even care about relationships no more. Like, you never really was a people person like that, but it's like you okay in your own energy, in your own space. You say, what about the men who got 30 children? A karmic, a BD karmic right there. Exactly. And that's what it be. They be mad. Okay, this is what I'm getting to. It's like they be mad that you don't act like your circumstance. Like, how dare you be confident? Ain't you a hoe? How you gonna be a confident hoe? You know, how dare you? Didn't you do that to such and such? How dare you be confident still? How dare you look better than me? Because that's what it be. They be jealous. They be envious, okay? So somebody got a BD karmic and they mad they can't tame you. You're untamed, right? You're untamed. Because they think that your circumstances are supposed to keep you in some type of box. They think that your circumstances are supposed to suppress you and keep you out of your power, right? And not feeling confident to be who you are, not identify with your circumstance. You don't have to identify with your circumstance. It's a circumstance. You moving on. You get that? You pick that up. And they mad that you winning, because a win is a win. And they losers. A win is a win, period. Period. We evolve, exactly. We evolve. They be so busy trying to worry about you and try to take you down. Something about the movie Get Out is here. This ain't even supposed to be in this deck. The movie Get Out, right? These people wanted to have you under their power, under their control, under their manipulations, right? They wanted to have you having you tapping out at the tap of they goddamn they teacups. Okay, we're gonna put an end to that right here, right now. Okay, we're gonna put an end to that here right now. Attack you for speaking the truth. I'm telling you, they're gonna attack you for speaking the truth. They're going to attack you for speaking the truth. And they will be quite all right. You gonna be all right too. Like I said, talk about your own shit so they won't have nothing to talk about. Own it. I own everything that I've been through and what I'm currently going through right now. Like I got some shit with the court going on right now. Do you think I give a fuck? No, I don't. And I think people be thinking like, if we can get them to go through some type of tower moment, like cause some type of destruction in their life, oh, they'll come crawling back to us. They'll need us again. Still not in the way that you think. No. I'm still not gonna get on my knees and kiss your ass. I don't give a goddamn. Okay? I don't. No. You know what? Because I stand on truth. You know, you got to stand with the universe. You have to trust that you divinely guided and protected. People think that when you go through what you go through, oh, this would be the perfect opportunity for me to come in while they vulnerable. No, you cannot. I'm not that vulnerable, boo. No, you cannot. And ain't nobody stupid. We know when y'all be trying to come in and try to weaponize our vulnerabilities against us. We know when y'all try to do that. And we'll let you play a little bit to see, just to see. But nah, ain't nobody slow. Ain't nobody stupid. Okay, propaganda. Influencing emotions over reason. Over reason. Okay, so somebody could be spreading false information about you to control how you think, how you feel, and how you act. Okay, this is also a collective thing, a collective energy that's taking place as well with this shadow government. They want to influence our emotions, right? They want to harvest our energy by creating like a rage bait content, or, you know, just like collective, like, you know, propagandas and stuff, and spreading false information, controlling what people see and what people hear and people perception. Right. That be the thing. See, they be thinking you be vulnerable when really you don't be vulnerable. You don't be. That just, I feel like the universe will position us just so that it can expose those other people's intentions in these groups, really. Because if we divinely guided and protected, that means even when we feel like we're vulnerable, we're still protected. Okay. So we have to practice and override those limited belief programs by saying things like, it's happening for me, not to me. Okay. Or I'm divinely guided and protected. It was something else that I was going to say, but I just lost my train of thought. But y'all get what I'm saying. Okay. Self-fulfilling prophecy. Self-fulfilling prophecy. Yeah, they wanted to create a self-fulfilling prophecy for you by attacking you for speaking your truth. Okay. Some type of destiny swap here. So they wanted you on their path of destruction. They wanted you on that path. Okay. I've been on here too long. See, I get to talking. I've been on here too long. It was something I was going to say, and I really want to remember what that was. I can't remember. Deceptive intelligence. Okay, right. So this deceptive intelligence thinks that they're one step ahead of you, and they think that they can mock divine intelligence, but they cannot. They cannot. Somebody could be a Gemini here. Deceptive intelligence. I'm really getting like weaponizing like empathy. Like this shadow like force that's, you know, that's operating in the shadows, it's very deceptive. Okay. And it's not, it's intelligence. It's an intelligence layer to it, right? So thank you, Angela. I see y'all. I see you in the comments. She say double tap, y'all. She say 100K. Look, It's something I'm getting about this deceptive intelligence. And it's like, I'll come back to that. Collecting your hair. Collecting your hair. So maybe there's a Gemini who's collecting your hair. You can have long hair. Or maybe you're a Gemini. Maybe you're a Gemini. Crows and ravens. Crows and ravens are significant. The heck they collecting? Okay, intelligence warfare. Okay. So this deceptive intelligence is a counter intelligence to divine intelligence. Okay. So it's a intelligence warfare that's actively going on right now, right? In the shadows. So this deceptive intelligence has the ability to mimic divine intelligence, but only to a certain extent. Is what I'm getting. Crows and ravens energy right now is really giving me, seeing beyond the veil. This deceptive intelligence can't see beyond the veil. It's limited. Okay. Crows represents that going, from physical to spiritual, like, okay. Something about strong winds. Strong winds. Now behind that is phone calls being recorded. Say they dumb. My hair is long, strong, black, and beautiful. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe the collecting of the hair. Maybe they want your hair to come out. You know what I mean? They want your hair to be shedding. Or they try to purposely cause you some type of distress to cause your hair to come out. Collecting hair from a brush. I'm seeing like a brush. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So they could be collecting your hair to get you in a psych ward. Okay. Some type of crazy magic they trying to do here. I know I need to get some water because I feel like my throat chakra trying to do something. Psych ward. They wanted you to be in a psych ward. They wanted to drive you crazy. Matter of fact, what I'm getting to is that right. Okay, that's self-fulfilling prophecy. Spirit is reminding me of this self-fulfilling prophecy. I actually said it on top of that card. So psych ward. They wanted to cause you mental distress so that you would fulfill a self-fulfilling prophecy and wind up in a psych ward the rest of your life. Yeah. Yeah. You say they crazy ones for even coming against me. The most of them will die. Listen. Two-edged sword. For the word of God is quick and powerful and sharper than the two-edged sword. Quick and powerful and sharper than the two-edged sword. With this two-edged sword card here. Okay. Yeah. Trying to kick you while you're down. And I have the CIA here as well. Trying to kick you while you're down. Let's see. Let me go to a different deck now. And then we're going to work our way off of here. It's 12:11. I always be here longer than what I need to be. They assumed I was weak. They sure did. They sure did, collective. Right. I miss your presence. Somebody is missing your presence. You made somebody feel safe, But they wasn't making you feel safe in that peace. Thank you for the gifts. Yeah. They wasn't making, they was giving you hell while you giving them heaven. That was a reading I did not too long ago. Or want you to be their peace while they give you hell. 12-12 could be significant. Sunflowers are significant as well. Or you are like a sunflower to these people, to these groups. We all have choices. Okay, the Orion constellation is here. Okay, Betelgeuse could be significant. You are a cosmic warrior and hunter of light. Okay, so you're here to integrate these shadows and ascend beyond darkness. You're here to integrate this shadow government that's at play. All right. There's a shadow government, a counter intelligence to divine intelligence that is at play. We call it the government. We call it, the court system. We call it all of these different systems, but really, there's a manifestation of this shadow government. Okay. This psychological warfare that we actively have been in since we were born, okay, and was not prepared for. Whole time we was, because we came with a divine blueprint. I'm hearing like DNA coding that they can't override. They cannot override the divine DNA coding and the blueprint. Okay. Exactly. Definitely in the matrix, you say all corrupt ones is now under judgment. They sure is. You're destined to live a luxurious lifestyle. I'm hearing you come from luxury. Organized stalking is here. And we all have choices again. Something was a cover-up. Exactly. I heard system. Soon as I seen that cover-up. These systems are a cover-up for the shadow government that's at play. You know that eerie feeling you feel when you walk into a room when you know a motherfucker been talking about you? Or, the elephant in the room is what we call it. Or just feeling like something is around you. You can't see it. You can't touch it. That's that shadow government at play. Right. And they can't read your energy temperature because of your divine blueprint. Even that shadow government is weak when it comes to you. Okay. They cannot read your energy temperature. They cannot. This is why they organize stalking. This is why they organize attacks. This is why they send certain people in your environment not coincidentally, at a certain time. Yeah, look, Kim said she feeling it. Yeah, I be feeling it. We feel it. We all feel it. Sometimes we just don't have a language for it or a word for it, but we all have felt it. We all have felt the psychological attacks. Something about your chakras is coming up in my mind. Attacking your chakras. Keeping your vortexes from spiraling is what I'm hearing. Okay. They want to stagnate your spirals, your vortexes, your energy. They want to fragment your magnetic field. I'm hearing magnetic field. They want to fragment your aura. Self-respect is key. Self-respect is key. You respect yourself. You honor yourself. Okay. You heal yourself. You got to have self-respect. It's almost like you're cloaked in protection or illuminated. Illuminated is what I'm hearing from them being able to energetically read your temperature. We got $100,000 out here. I'm hearing a lawsuit. Somebody could have a lawsuit. You're going to get $100,000 from that lawsuit. Play with your mama, not me. Yeah, you're just not, you're just not, they can't fuck with you, Divine Collective. They can't. And they having a hard time trying to get through to you right now. This is why they're missing your presence. They're missing your presence. Play with your mama, not me, though. You're not the one. Right? Somebody refusing to let you go, and they're doing a lot of overthinking, coming together for your demise. They hoping that you hang yourself. Hold on, let me get my charger. Yeah, Spirit say shine bright like a diamond. Pressure makes diamonds. Pressure makes diamonds. And you always been pressure. Say deceptive intelligence warfare. I see that on my screen. Deceptive intelligence warfare. Let me see where I could put this. Hang that up there and get that out of my way. That's your screensaver phrase. Oh, shine bright like a diamond. What is gang stalking? Y'all gotta look it up. Okay, but do know that somebody regrets lying to you. Gang stalking could mean a lot of things. Okay, it's an energy, it's a frequency that wants you to feel. The intention is so that you feel small. But I really encourage you to look it up. Right. I encourage you to look it up. If you don't know what it means, look it up, because you may need to really dive deep into that. I lost myself for a little while. You might be feeling like, yeah, I lost myself in you, or, you know, I was giving you more than what you deserve, but that's over now. You can't play with me like that anymore. I respect myself. I love myself. I'm putting myself first. Call it selfish. Call it whatever the hell you need to call it to make you feel all right. But no. You know, self-respect attracts other people who have self-respect. People that honor you. You're so welcome, Candace. Thank you for your support. Yes. You're just honoring yourself, as you should. Self-love is the best love here. It's the best thing you can do for yourself. You want to show up. How you going to show up for everybody else if you don't love yourself? Somebody feels like so many things remind them of you because they miss your presence. They missing you. Oh, well, they in this heavy regret energy. And you feel like we will never be together again. You could never. This was in the reverse. We could never. Feeling like maybe you loving somebody from a distance. I feel you even though we are apart. Yeah, y'all just feel like the collective is just really standing on what you know and believe. You're not giving nobody no more chances. They had chance after chance after chance. It's dead. You choosing you standing on that, and they feel you. They want to feel your presence. Yeah, this is some people that you let go. Y'all are already apart. They see you. I'm telling you, they see you even when you think they don't watch. They watch you. Somebody trying to keep busy to keep from thinking about you. They bury themselves in work, thinking about you at work, get off thinking about you. They can't stop thinking about you because they know they lost something good, something precious, a diamond. And you're shining like the diamond that you are. 1221. You're shining like the diamond that you are. Keep shining. Keep smiling. That's two things they can't take from you is that smile and that shine. Ashe. Just being near you is intoxicating. It was my fault, but I blamed you. So they're in deep regret. They know what they did. We all have choices. They purposely chose to do what they did. They thought they would get away from it. They thought they thought that they would get away with it. They never expected you to leave them. They never expected you to go no contact. They haven't felt like being around you in such a long time. Even if they moved on with somebody else, they still thinking about you. This is facts. They still looking for you and other people that they'll never find again. It's giving rare. It's giving rare gem. That's what it's giving. What else is here? Give me one more from this deck and we'll go over to the other deck. I hope that you can forgive me one day. Wait a minute. What's that? Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. And you will know who these people are because they'll come. You'll have a dream about them. Okay? You'll have a dream. I hope that one day you can forgive me. And it's not that you haven't forgave them. You ain't forgot. And you gonna keep it. See, they used to be able to gaslight you and make you feel like, okay, maybe I did overreact. Maybe it wasn't that deep. Yes, it was. You know why? Because they thought about it and they knew what they was doing when they was doing it. So they know now they can't gaslight you anymore. They can't use guilt and shame anymore. They can't. It's not working. Look, they trying to see how the arms is folded and they trying to give them something there with this, not 4 cups. Yeah, your energy is very standoffish. Like, no, I'm choosing me. My intuition is telling me go that way, leave you alone. I'm done. Okay. So they're trying to come in with some type of offer, but it's not working. Right. You forgave them. Exactly. But it's just over. And sometimes they have a hard time accepting that. This could be family, a significant other, whoever, take it how it resonates. Okay. But they want you, they thinking that you holding a grudge towards them. You're not holding no grudge. You're just living your life and it don't include them anymore. It don't include them anymore. And there could be some type of settlement here for 100K. I just want y'all to keep that in mind. Something. Yep, you had to turn your back on some people. That's how they perceiving it anyway. We got the 5 of Swords. You had to turn your back on some people. Hey, if that means you have a better life, go right ahead. Yeah, you had to stand on business with the Knight of Wands. You had to just stand on it. Like, don't retreat. Don't feel sorry for them, you know, because you are an empath and you do feel deeply, right? You do think about, well, maybe I'll give them another chance. No. You stand on it. Knight of Wands. It's okay. You can love a person from a distance. I say all the time, I will leave you and still love you. I love you and I left. That's happened. Don't feel guilty about it. I have over time, throughout the time and the process of leaving or after, you know, you leave a person that you love, you think about it like, but then you think about all the shit you had to endure. And it's like, that overrides that. That overrides that. Okay. Exactly. Justice. We got the Moon and we got the 6 of Wands here. Everything that they've done, you had to call judgment. You had to call judgment here. Yeah. And you just accepted it for what it is. You see it, it's like them boundaries up and they see somebody peeking through the wands right there. They got to watch you evolve from a distance. They won't be around for this next level. This level of success is what I'm hearing. They can't. They were moving in the shadows. The Moon card. And justice is here. Okay, this is your justice and this is their judgment. Yeah, the Magician and the Ace of Swords. Okay. This is your time. You have took back your power. You are co-creating with the universe. You're becoming the greatest version of yourself. This is something only you can experience with the Ace of Swords here. You see that crown at the top? This is a time for you and you only. They didn't want to do the work. They want to be toxic. They want to be little fucking demons. Let them do that on their own time. Spirit says no more. You say no more. No more. I got to follow. I'm with the universe. I'm divinely guided and protected. Universe say cut them off, you gotta go. It just is what it is. I ain't even about to second guess the universe. The universe said let him go, let him go. I say with that sound in the back. All right, let's go, y'all. Let's go. Got the King of Pentacles, the Six of Wands in reverse. Yep. Try to dim your light. Try to stop your shine. Try to manipulate you and, you know, control where you go in life. No, you in your King of Pentacles energy here. You creating. Your masculine energy has been fully integrated, right? I'm feeling like, you know, we got the Empress here as well. Taking action and taking charge of your life unapologetically, authentically. Okay? They didn't want you in that energy, because they knew it wasn't going to include them. They knew that you was going to see them for who and what they were doing. They knew that they were not worthy to experience this version of you and at this level. They're not even worthy. Energetically, literally, figuratively, they're just not. Okay, thank y'all for double tapping the screen. I see we almost at 40K. Let's get up to 45K. All right. Yeah, that's what it's giving here. They as long as you was down and out, depressed, busted and disgusted, physically or energetically, then they felt like the man. They felt like that girl. Damn, this can even be a fucking parent. Exactly. We got the Tower card here. They wanted to keep you mentally unstable and unbalanced, purposely causing tower moments for you. Purposely. What's behind that? Yes, and chaos with the Five of Wands. And want you to hang yourself, get the hangman here. And they thought that they was going to be toasting it up. Look at that. Long as you was down out and busting and disgusted, oh, we could toast it up. They, you know, celebrating your struggles and downfalls, remember? Exactly. Yeah, but you're no longer here. You're no longer tied. You're no longer bound to their intentions. You see that? No. You've been released. You've been free. And now they are having to deal with that same pain they caused you. Okay? The same things that they tried to send you, keep you bound to and trapped to and keep you off your divine path and purpose, they're going to have to experience this same heartache. I feel like somebody feel like, are they ever going to get their karma? Yes, they are. They did you in. Karma ain't stopped being karma when they was born. No, you get exactly what you put out to the universe. You do good, you be a good person, you get that back. It's simple. Okay, you attract what you put out. The Chariot here in reverse. Exactly. Ill intent, unbalanced, toxic. That's what that's giving. What else? I want to pick up another deck. 12:30 on the clock. We got 1, 2, 3 could be significant. Thank y'all for the follows, likes, shares, and comments. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. TikTok and YouTube. Exactly. Look, we got the Ace of Wands in reverse. To me, this has a lot to do with, like, you know, seeing the truth. You know, seeing through the illusions. Seeing, we got the Four of Wands here as well. You see things clearly now. I'm hearing that song. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. You can see clear. Okay. That's what I'm hearing. It's going to be a bright, sunshiny day for you. What else is here? Or they try to keep you disconnected from your higher self as well. Right. Because if you disconnected from your higher self, then you are not seeing things clearly. You are not, you know, trusting your intuition. You are not trusting that inner knowing, right? Having you out of your Empress energy. Something about love here in Venus. Okay, so you may resonate with the planet Venus, or Friday could be significant. All the elements: water, earth, air, fire. Yeah. Okay, so generational curse breaker is what I'm getting here. Okay, you are protected, your lineage, something about your lineage here. That's what God have you here for, the corrupt ones. Yes, transmuter. Yes, y'all picking up. I shuffled. This one still came out. This is at the bottom of the day. Okay, so yeah, you just had to leave some things behind. Okay, and this could have something to do with this generational curse. It could have something to do with, you know, you integrating some low frequencies and vibrations, or people feel like you left them out in the cold like this. Okay, they feel like you left them out in the cold. What else is here? Oh, I got the Lovers here. I just love this card too. I got the Lovers card here. Okay. The Merkaba can be significant as well. You could be a Gemini. Or this is just the time where, again, those are divine counterparts are connecting. That's what I'm getting from that Lovers card, and this energy that's coming through that you had to evolve from. Okay. This karmic loop. They were trying to bind you to this karmic loop. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. You see that key there in the corner? That's a key. There's a key there. They wanted you to feel like you had no way out, but all along you had the key. You was always the key. Okay, YouTube and TikTok, you always had the key. But as long as they kept you out of your power and not seeing the truth, you see how she looking down? All she got to do is look up, and the key is right there. All you got to do is stay connected with the divine, your inner knowing, and you was always the key out. They wanted you to feel like you had no way out and that you had to accept it. You did not. With the Page of Wands here, look at that. You was always the answer. The only way out is in. That's what I'm hearing. Your only way out was to go within. Give me one more here, Spirit. Oh, yeah. Look. The Tower moment is in reverse. I mean, the Tower card is in reverse here. They don't longer have power over you, Divine Collective. Ashe. They do not. They do not. Because you went in. You have to understand the power of that. I'm hearing closed a cycle. You closed a cycle. For some, this could have been from a previous life. This could have been a cycle that they created an alliance towards you. Like, okay, it could have started less than 10 years ago. What y'all talking about in the comments? But there was some type of peasants. Yeah, Tower moment that they was trying to keep you stuck in. You are the magician, though. You in your power. I'm hearing like dark magicians. They don't have nothing on you, though. Right. I mean, they was really trying it. You see how he looking like he really choosing. Like, maybe this time it'll work. Maybe this time. Maybe if I take their finances, maybe if I take their vehicle or their livelihood. Maybe if I take their freedom. Didn't work. I mean, they tried several times trying to be in the shadows. At least 7 times they tried. So this cycle that you broke or evolved from, massive, massive with the chariot here. You're no longer blinded by this. You're no longer blinded by it. It's exposed. We got the moon card in reverse. And then we had the King of Wands here. Exactly. It's exposed. You in your power, you in your strength. They really wanted to keep you blind and keep the scales unbalanced. The scales are balancing now. You see, it's like a balance sigil on her a tattoo on her arm. I don't know if y'all seen that, but it's a sigil, but it looks like a scale to me right now. So it's like, yeah, you call judgment. They under judgment. It's nothing they can do with this temperance in reverse. They can't escape this. Uh-oh. They can't escape this. Okay, I'm going to do this one. Then we're going to do the other one. Uh-oh. Yes, you're in paradise here. Paradise. Happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness. Okay? Enjoying each other, especially with this divine counterpart. This is what this is going to bring to you. Okay? And I feel like you're going to know. And yes, I feel like there are going to be several fakes. Several fakes that's going to come in and try to distract you from attracting this divine counterpart. Okay? But you will know. Okay? The frequency won't match. Dismissed. They're going to dismiss themselves. They won't even last past 3 days. Okay? You will know. You just don't do too much. Don't give too much information about you. If you are, deciding to date or whatever, just let them show their hand. Let them show you exactly who they are. Thank y'all for 50K. I see it. Right. They're going to be wearing a mask, but you will see it. You will see through this mask here. They're not going to be showing their true intentions, and they're coming with a gaslighting like energy. So just be mindful of the frauds. Okay? You can't fake it. They can't fake being trying to seduce you. Okay? Third party interference. So I feel like because energetically you are attracting your divine counterpart, that this shadow-like government and entities that want to stop us from connecting with our divine counterparts are going to send you some type of karmic end that's wearing a mask, trying to imitate, they weak ass, trying to imitate a divine being. They can't imitate that. Okay. And because you exude a true frequency, they won't be able to last in your energy long anyway. You're going to be too raw, too real, too authentic for them. Okay, Divine Collective on YouTube and TikTok. I'm telling y'all, as you ascend, you will see that, people, they be so intrigued by you, especially if they see you by yourself a lot. Okay, for example, there was a guy that I got codependent out here, and he was codependent. And you will find that now he had been walking past me a lot, for months, didn't really say nothing. But this one particular day, he decided to say something. He asked me, do you want me to get you something from the store or something like that? And I think it's because he see me outside a lot and I sit by myself a lot because I'm a loner, shit. I mean, me and my children, but I ain't really show no interest in him, but he just insisted. So it may be like a persistence, right? Where it's like, okay, you see I'm not interested, but you still want to persist. Okay, bring me some water. You want to bring some water, bring some water. I got plenty of water. I didn't really need it, but you asking. You get what I'm saying? But what I'm getting is that they be intrigued by the chosen ones, but intimidated at the same time, to the point where they don't even know what to talk about. They don't know what to do. They don't know how to be in your presence. It's just like, and then they so codependent that they run. Okay, because this is a runner card. They will run from your energy because they don't know what to do with it. They'll just go ghost. They'll just stop talking to you. So when I say that they will expose themselves, they will expose themselves, especially if you really you operate from a true frequency. They don't have a choice. Okay, yes, they just not going to be enough. They're not going to be able to meet your what is given is like maybe asexual. Is it asexual? Or you're just like a person that has to be stimulated mentally. Okay, and these karmics don't know how to stimulate mentally for real. They don't. What you find is that the karmics that you have dated, you dumbed yourself down. Let that marinate. You had to dumb yourself down just to maintain some type of relationship with them or some type of connection. So when you stop dumbing yourself down just to have somebody in your space and you overcome codependency, you will realize that the average person don't have shit to talk about but mess, gossip, and they'll expose things and information about themselves that you ain't even asked. They just talking, just telling shit, talking about like the nigga that I'm talking about. He telling me about his baby mama and everything. How man, the shit that he said about his baby mama, I couldn't believe he was telling me that. I didn't even ask him that. I didn't ask him nothing about his baby mama, but I asked, and I will tell y'all this. He's revealed to me that he hates his baby mothers. That was a major red flag for me. Major. You know, but they don't be knowing what to say. They don't be knowing how to intrigue you or get you to engage. Sit back and let a person tell you who they are. Don't give too much, because as empaths, we like to give a lot. We overgive information. We overextend our arms sometimes. We have to learn to not give so much. Just give enough. You know, teach, just a teach. And that's it. That's it. Because a lot of times people are coming into your space to get information on you. Really, it don't be genuine. It be disingenuous anyway. All right. They'll come in mirroring you. Thank you, spirit. They will come in trying to mirror you. So if you over giving too much of your information, too much of your energy, then they know exactly what to mirror back to you to make you feel comfortable and vulnerable to open up. No. We ain't doing that. Because that's how they got us before. We thinking that it was safe because they was mirroring us back to us. No, absolutely not. And they were coming to stop your ascension, right? And to stop you from attracting this divine counterpart here. Okay? Your divine counterpart ain't got to come in manipulating you. Come in trying to stop you from ascending. Come in trying to mirror you so he can become or she can become, you know, you to make you feel comfortable. They don't have to come in with that type of deceptive intelligence. I like how you did that. I like how y'all did that. But yeah, they ain't got to come in like that. They come in truthful. You ain't got to be on the phone with them all day. Ain't got to take up all your time. They ain't trying to stop you from your divine purpose. They're here to provide some type of assistance. But they don't want to be no liability to you. Exactly. Thank you for the gift. I see you, Capone. Okay. Right. This karmic gonna come in trying to stop you from reaching a new phase and expanding. We're supposed to always be evolving. So if you're in a partnership where you feel like you're stagnant, suppressed, oppressed, and you're not evolving, and you've been doing the same thing year after year after year, then you probably need to do some thinking and reflecting on what's actually best for you. Do what's best for you is what I'm hearing. Okay. Yeah. Some type of narcissistic and empath paradigm here has shifted for someone here. Okay. Boundaries, right? No, ain't no divine counterpart coming in to knock down your boundaries and manipulate you about your boundaries and how you doing things that you don't want to do. Okay, so Spirit is saying it's time for somebody to let this narcissist go. Okay, or get up out this narcissist empath paradigm that you're in. Okay, it's time. It's time for a new phase, a new cycle. You've been wondering, you've been questioning. That's your answer. Okay, it's time for you to heal. Somebody here. What else is here, Spirit? Yeah, the golden mirror in reverse. Okay, this person is very self-absorbed. Okay, very much so a narcissist here. This is a one-sided relationship. It's not serving you. And they love bomb you to get you to keep coming back. Okay. Yes, this is your clarity. This is truth here. You want the truth. There's the truth. Stop forcing it. Okay. Stop protecting them too. What I'm hearing. You've been protecting somebody here. Stop protecting them. Yes, this person is a snake to you, or they're moving in the shadows against you. They're in secret competition with you. Okay. There's some type of malicious behaviors going on here. Maybe even a third party situation that they got you caught up in, or they're lying about this third party situation that they actually are involved with. Exactly. It's dead. This is a dead situation here. It's a new beginning for you. You know, death don't really exist. It's death is a new beginning, but you get what I'm saying. That situation there is dead. All right. Yeah, this was a codependent addiction. Okay, so you're healing, you're integrating some things in your life, you're ascending. Okay, and this person can't go. These person, they just can't go. They don't want to do the work. They look at death as a end, right? Because that's what healing is. Healing is the death. You're having to put something to an end to integrate healing, to evolve, to ascend. So you have to shed some things. You have to leave some things behind. And you don't want to be dealing with people who are codependent, who have addictions, and, you know, self-medicate themselves or whatever the situation may be. Take it how it resonates. Okay. But they don't want to do no talking. They don't want to do no reflecting. They don't want to do no work. Okay. That's what I'm getting here. So they could be trying to call you, text you, send you something. Yeah, this person was a false twin flame. Can't make it up. This person was definitely unbalanced, causing you mental distress, stressing you the hell out. Yeah. And you got a soulmate coming in here. You thought they was your soulmate at one point. And I think, you know, I'm hearing like a growing apart. Maybe you feel like you're growing apart. And that's why. There's a frequency change going on here. Yeah, you're going to receive what you need with this soulmate. So maybe this person was only sent, or y'all had an agreement. Y'all had an agreement before you came here to awaken one another. Some type of agreement here. Okay. Moving on, closure issues. Maybe you feel like you need closure. No, Spirit is saying you need clarity. You need clarity. So question why that person was even in your life to begin with. Right? Question that. And you will get a clear understanding here. Yeah, this person was incapable of loving you unconditionally because they conditionally love themselves. Okay? So that type of energy was used to, I'm feeling like, to activate you spiritually. Okay. Activate your awakening. Yeah, this is a transition here. Healing your inner child, and a butterfly could be significant. And I'm really getting that you realize when it comes to relationships that you are really settling. Like you were in relationships that you were doing things that you didn't necessarily probably agree with, or, you know, taking up a lot of your time, or, you know, in a codependent relationship, it's very enmeshed. It's very like, I always got to consider that person because they may not like what I want to do, or I got to consider how they feel. You know, the goal is for us to be interdependent, not codependent. We're supposed to be our individual selves and able to be exactly who we are in any relationship. The problem comes in when people are codependent and don't know how to be their individual self. Okay? So you're learning how to be your individual self coming up out of this codependent energy. Okay? That's for somebody here particular, right? Okay, so abundance. Keep a positive mindset. Manifest exactly what you want. Gratitude. Make sure you double tap in the screen if you're here. If this resonates with you, go ahead and share the live. Okay? Let's get up to 60K. If y'all don't mind, if you would like a reading, you can always inbox me or cash at me. The readings now are 2222. Okay, what else is here? Yes, karmic relationships. Karmic relationships are here. And it's in a reverse. But I'm going to read it. It says fleeting triggers, turmoil, resentment, lessons, letting go, and loving yourself. Exactly. So you have or actively evolving from karmic relationships or this karmic relationship pattern here. So it was necessary for your journey, right? So that you can go within yourself and you can learn the patterns of karmic individuals. It was necessary. However, it don't feel good when you're going through it. I know it's very toxic. Yeah, Spirit says have faith. And you have to separate from this. Spirit is saying have faith. Love is coming. Surprise is coming. Okay. Now, we're finna get ready to close, y'all, because I got stuff to do. You say you chosen to. Hey, sassy. What else is here, Spirit? Give us some closing cards of encouragement. Mentor. Okay. You're about to meet a person of high integrity who will guide you in the right direction. Say codependent. Say I'm the oldest of 7 siblings. I've never been codependent. Them Carmen's the Lulu. You know, I'm going to say that I felt like a version of me was codependent because I was confusing like enduring in a relationship with being independent, if that makes sense. Like I felt like I had to endure certain things and that was making me codependent. And then the fact that I had narcissistic parents also contributed to that. And I am the oldest too. Past life connections. Okay, so I feel like you're connecting with your soul tribe. You have learned how to make the most out of life. Okay, so you could be the type of person that experienced all types of lifestyle. So you could have been dealing with, you know, being homeless, or, you know, turning a situation that should be a shitty situation to something positive, or just experiencing struggles that you made the best out of. Okay. Past life situation and energy healing and soulmate. Exactly. Energy healing and soulmate. So your natural ability to heal yourself and others is now needed. And soulmate. And say this relationship is a match made in heaven. I say. Take charge of your thoughts and choose to give life to the things that serve you. Okay. This is a wake-up call for somebody here. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. And that pretty much sums up this reading, y'all. Y'all have a big, beautiful day on purpose with a purpose. We've been on here for a couple hours too long. I think it's been 3 hours. All right. I'm going to go ahead and get off here. My eyes starting to see blurry and everything. So, yeah. Let me close out my YouTube. Bye, YouTube family. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're still here. I say, y'all.